After being approved for the American Express Hilton Business Credit Card, I thought I'd take a look at everything that's inside this envelope, including the new card. Of course, before we open up this envelope and I show you everything that's inside, I need to tell you why I applied for this card, even though Hilton is not my preferred hotel chain. One of the reasons why I applied for this card at the time that I did was the huge welcome offer, and we'll get to that in a moment, but also another big reason was that it is a business card. I am currently applying for quite a few cards right now to rack up miles and points so that I can use them for free travel, whether it's flights or hotels. And so I need to make sure that I stay under Chase 524 because Chase has some of the best credit cards out there. And if I want to stay eligible for those cards, I need to have less than 5 approvals in the last 24 months when it comes to personal credit cards. Even though this is a business card, you might still be eligible to apply for one if you have any sort of self-employed income. And also, if you really don't want the business card, there are 3 other Hilton hotel cards that you can get. Now that we've got that out of the way on why I applied for a business card, we can now talk about the nice sign-up bonus that I got at the time. And yes, this was a while ago, but it was 150,000 Hilton points plus 1 free night. This was such a huge welcome offer, and this was important why I applied for it at the time, because American Express only lets you get a welcome offer on their card once in a lifetime. And so this was the best sign-up bonus that I had seen from this specific card in a while, so I thought I should jump on it. So what is this welcome offer even worth? A lot of people like to say Hilton points are valued at around 0.6 cents per point. I could get $900 of value out of the 150,000 points, and then you have to factor in the free night that you can use at any Hilton hotel in the world as long as you can find a standard room reward available to you. And Hilton hotels, you can go up to 150,000 points if you use it for this really nice hotel in the Maldives, but that is extremely hard to find. And so I want to have a conservative estimate and probably use it at around a hotel that costs like 50,000 points a night. So with the 200,000 point sign-up bonus that I was able to get, that can be around like $1,200. I do think it'll now be helpful to go to the Hilton website to check out the rest of the card benefits. Of course, we already talked about the sign-up bonus, so now let's go down and look at the automatic gold status that you get for holding this card. Gold status is pretty good with Hilton. It is the second highest status right behind Diamond, and you get a lot of perks with having gold. However, for me personally, I do not value having gold status with this card because I already have gold status. Me and my wife are both gold with Hilton because we have the American Express Platinum card. I have the card and my wife is an authorized user, and so since we both have gold, when we get this card, it really provides us no value. Next up is the no foreign transaction fees. This is extremely nice because you can just pay in another country's currency and you know that you will not be charged anything extra. The next thing I want to cover is the 3 tiers of spending that you can get with this card. So the first $15,000 that you spend, it will unlock a free night. Could be worth it for some people, probably not for me. And then the next tier of spending is $40,000 total in 1 year, and that will unlock Diamond status for you at Hilton, which Diamond status is pretty amazing and I hope to get it one day, but I hope that I won't have to spend $40,000 on one credit card in 1 year to unlock this. Hopefully I can just apply for the Hilton Aspire card that comes with an annual fee that is quite a bit lower than $40,000 a year. The next tier is $60,000 spent in 1 calendar year. This will unlock another free night award that you can use at any hotel in the world. Next up is the 10 complimentary priority pass lounge visits that you get for holding this card. This is great. I actually really like this because I value airport lounges a lot. And if you are not going to travel that much in each calendar year, this can totally be worth it, and you can completely avoid getting a really high annual fee card like the American Express Platinum card. So how am I actually going to get value from this card? Well, it is a $95 annual fee card, so I need to be getting value every single year. And of course, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more, but first, let's go through this envelope. First up, before we get into it and actually open up the envelope and see what's inside, I really like the packaging. You can easily tell that it says American Express right there, so you know exactly what you're getting in the mail. That's pretty cool. It also has the American Express logo up up there, and it says don't do business without us, so you know it's a business card. I have sliced open the envelope, and so we can get in with the first piece of paper, which is the affiliate sharing notice. So I think this is just talking about what kind of information they share with other companies. I've just been getting used to these companies sharing a ton of information about us, so I mean, I don't really look at it too much. Next paper is going to be the card member agreement, and it does say part 1 of 2 right there, so why don't you get a look at that. And it does say, well, I have a few things highlighted there. It is the credit limit of $10,000, and you can see that is my wife's name right there. This is actually her business card. All right, here, this first one highlighted is the APR. It does say 29.74%. Interest rates are just absolutely crazy. You only pay this, though, if you don't pay off your card in full and on time every single month. Next up is the annual membership fee and the foreign transaction fee. There's right there. It is $95 annual membership fee and a no foreign transaction fee. That's exactly what we thought we were getting, and so that's okay with me. So that's it for that page. We'll move into the next one. It is the supplement to the card member agreement. It talks about the 3 Hilton points you can get for every dollar that you spend, as well as how you can get additional points, and that comes in with the 12 times Hilton points that you earn at hotel stays, and also the 6 times points that you earn in various categories. I also wanted to point out when they transfer points to your Hilton account, that is going to be at the end of each billing period. So when you use your credit card to pay for something, you're not immediately going to get Hilton points, but you will get it at the end of the statement, so every month. The next page is extremely small. There's really not anything on there that I want to cover, so we'll move on to the next one. Summary of additional benefits. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot here that I need to go over here. It's just talking about the benefits of having this card. Like, there is baggage insurance, there's car rental loss and damage insurance, but of course I highlighted that it is secondary, and so you don't, like, I'm not gonna use it for car rentals. Extended warranty, purchase protection. So if you want to look at that, it is on the American Express website if you want to get into all of that. Next up is the card member agreement part 2 of 2. And so yes, of course there has to be a part 2 of 2. And honestly, this paper is gigantic and it looks like a newspaper, and there's just so much here talking about let's see, what is it talking about? It's talking about, well, there's introduction, how to use the card, how to make the minimum payment, how to make a full payment, what's the statement balance. All the terms that you need to be defined are in this, so we don't need to really cover that. And the last page in here is the card. So let's go through that right now. And I told you that I have to justify this $95 annual fee every single year. The main point I want to make is, in year number 1, this annual fee is completely justified. I'm getting 150,000 Hilton points in the first year plus a free night, and so don't even have to think about it. In the second year, however, I will have to take into consideration if this card really is worth it for me. My wife and I do quite a bit of traveling, and it is for business because we have another YouTube channel that we have, and so like we're always traveling to different countries for business. We like staying in pretty decent hotels, and Hilton would definitely qualify as a decent hotel. And so this is something that we are thinking about using, but we'll see how we feel about this card in the first year to see if it justifies a year 2, year 3, and so on. Here's the last page in the envelope. The credit card would be right there if I didn't already take it off. And it just shows you, well, it doesn't really have too much. It just shows you how to activate it and how to confirm that you actually got the card. It doesn't really say anything else. On the back, it has how you can use this card in your mobile banking and all of that. And I think it's pretty cool, but there's nothing else there. So let's show you the card. I don't like that the numbers are on the front, and so I can't really show you a lot of the card, but that's what it looks like before I touch it. Now that the sticker is off, let's get into showing you what the card looks like, and there you go. You can see some of it. I mean, there's not everything there that you might want to see, like the card design, but it does have the Hilton logo there. It does say American Express Business right there. On the back, again, I do have to hide some of the information there, but it does have the American American Express logo. Let's see, that's probably covered up enough. American Express logo, the contactless payment right there. It does have, let me just describe it for you, has AmericanExpress.com, HiltonHonors.com, and it has the contact numbers. And on the front, it actually has a really nice feature. It has the Hilton Honors account number just right on there. And of course, I can't show it to you, but it is really nice. If you ever forget your Hilton Honors number, then you can just go right there, and while you're typing it into a website, you just look at your credit card, it's right there. So I really like the design of this card. It's pretty nice, pretty simple. Yeah, it's just a decent card that I am going to like putting in my wallet so that I can purchase flights on, and then we can meet the rest of the minimum spend on this card, and then we'll move on to the next one. If you want to check out this card or any of the cards that I have, you can click on the link down below in the description. It'll take you to a whole list of cards. They are referral links, so every time you apply for a card using my referral link, it helps out the channel in a big way, and I put every dollar that I make directly back into this channel to make it even better for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.